Hey, JMC 6000 here in the JMC garage, and this week's video you're about ready to watch is of the 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz SEL all-wheel drive. This particular Hyundai Santa Cruz is in white. I forget the exact color of the white, but you might be able to see it on the window sticker. The reason why I'm kind of doing this intro is I did the video on the spot at the dealership, and I wanted to give this intro because what I'm doing with the Santa Cruz is comparing it to what I had with the Maverick, which I had for about 2.5 years. And many felt, I did a Santa Cruz video before, and many felt that Santa Cruz video I did before didn't do the Santa Cruz fair justice. So I wanted to make this new video comparing kind of the new Santa Cruz to what I had with the Maverick, and also kind of give a fair shake to the Santa Cruz. Now, the review that you're about ready to see is not a driving review, just to let you know, but it is a review going over the vehicle and everything else, and kind of going through the updates that Hyundai did to the Santa Cruz for the 25 model year. And I can't wait to get a 25 Maverick to kind of compare the updates that Hyundai did to the Santa Cruz, compare that to what Ford did with the Maverick to the 25 model year, and kind of compare the two and their updates. So please stay tuned for this video. It's absolutely it's short, but it's feature-filled, future content, and I believe you guys are going to enjoy it. Again, if you have any questions, comments, please put those down below. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. Again, enjoyed the video of the 2025, kind of giving a more fair breakdown and rundown of the Hyundai Santa Cruz. You guys enjoy, and that video is coming up right now. Alright, 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz here. And what we got, let's see, you got the new front end going on versus the old one. Just a little bit of tweaks on the front end. And looks like LED running lights, the same up here. LED headlights, high beams, turn signals, you can see. This is an SEL, so it has the 18-inch rims. Looks like 245/60 R18s, Kumo Kragans. This is in the white color, and then we'll show what the price is. $33,625. This has the base engine in it, the 2.5. And you see all the bells and whistles there. Not a lot added to this thing, which is nice. And then on the back here, let's see, LED running lights, but the turn signals are incandescent and the brake lights are incandescent. Sorry for the siren in the background, but somebody needs help. 4-foot bed, and then you got the special opening in the back that is still the same. There we go. This does come with the bed mat. A lot of the back looks like hasn't changed, but the front end changed a little bit. Get a side shot there, pretty much the same on the side. A lot of the front end changed. Let me go on the interior and show you some of the bigger changes. First, before we do, I'll show you the room right here. This is where I would have the seat to drive, so a little bit of room, not a lot. I can put my hand in between the knee and the back of the seat, but not a lot of room here. And all hard plastic still back here. Nothing's padded in this SEL trim. You do get this faux leather. It's Hyundai's imitation leather. Forget the name of it, but at least it has perforation, so you get a little bit of ventilation, even though they're not ventilated seats, but at least they breathe a little bit. You do get some vents back here, which is nice. Some you don't have in the Maverick, and you got 2 USB-C ports as well. Light back up here. So let's go into the front and let's show you some of the bigger changes. All right, inside the 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz, I wanted to show some of the changes in this SEL model. Let's go ahead and start it up. As you can see, some of the biggest changes has to be in the interior. Hyundai went away from their older dash design and went with this totally new dash design. This new, you got a fully digital gauge cluster here, and their new infotainment system, which is so nice. I mean, this is so much better than their older infotainment system. I think it's well worth it just for the infotainment. I mean, this infotainment works so well. You can see the vents are now a little bit different oriented. We have all your HVAC controls here, and these are a mixture of physical and touch sensitive controls. As you can tell, I'm pushing a panel here, but there's no buttons actually push. You do have a rotary dial for your temperature control, and then up here you have all your shortcuts for all the stuff in the screen. And then this SEL doesn't come with a leather wrap steering wheel, but it does have a lot of controls on the steering wheel for cruise control. This also interacts with this screen up here, so you can see you can change all this right here via this button here. You get an OK button. You can scroll through different things, you know. Anyway, and then you have this will interact with this screen over here. A lot of this center console stuff hasn't really changed. You get a still traditional shifter for the 8-speed automatic. It has a traditional automatic, not the dual clutch, unless you get the 2.5 turbo. All-wheel drive lock. You get auto hold, parking brake, camera. Nice backup camera with different. Look at that. That's such a beautiful view there. Different views. Traditional view. Drive mode selector right here. Center console. I like the soft touch on the center console. It's stitched as well. All the dash is all soft touch, which is nice. I like the shelf right here. On the door itself, on the door panel, the armrest is soft touch. This is hard plastic, but this is actually soft touch with some faux stitching. And then you get the same perforated imitation leather seats. They actually don't feel too bad. They're a little bit stiff, but they actually don't feel too bad. I mean, it is black imitation leather, and a lot of the interior in here is black with some silver kind of sprinkled in. But I think this interior is actually a better place to be than the older Santa Cruzes. I think I want to commend Hyundai for really working on their interiors. The driver's seat is all power fore and aft, power lumbar, and power recline. And the passenger seat is a manual recline and a manual fore and aft as well, with no lumbar. So then we have all your controls as far as connections for your smartphone, USB charging. We also have connections for USB and to charge as well, and a 12-volt outlet. Glove box here. Other than that, it's actually a pretty nice place to be. I mean, I have to say I'm pretty impressed with what Hyundai has done here in the new Santa Cruz. Can't wait to test out the new Maverick. Now, as far as powertrains go, I'm not going to dig deep into the powertrains because those are all carryover from 2024. You still got the same 2.5 turbo with the 8-speed dual clutch, or you can get the 2.5 non-turbo, which is what this SEL has, for 33 grand. That has an 8-speed automatic, traditional automatic, and not a dual clutch transmission. It may not have as much power as the turbo, but it's going to be much more reliable than the dual clutch that Hyundai's been having issues with. Again, new Santa Cruz, it's decently priced and it's well equipped. And I have to say, with the changes they did into technology, I have to say this may be worth a second look. I like the newer front end. It looks better. One thing that is kind of a miss for this is it doesn't have adaptive cruise standard. You have to get the limited in order to get adaptive cruise, so that's kind of a downgrade. You do get steering assist with this button right here, but again, it doesn't have adaptive cruise, so I'm not quite sure why you would have steering assist when you can't even have adaptive cruise. But maybe it's in an option package for the SEL. Maybe you don't have to get the limited in order to get adaptive cruise. You can see it's a great looking little rig. You definitely do get a SUV vibe in here, more so than in the Maverick. Can't wait till the new Mavericks hits the showroom so I can test that out and see how that is. But this is my overall just kind of a quick overview and video of the 2025 Santa Cruz, and I think Hyundai has done a really good job with the update to the Santa Cruz, and I think it's definitely worth a look, especially if you don't want to wait for the Maverick, or you're not too pleased with the Maverick, or you just want something different from the Maverick. The Hyundai Santa Cruz, I believe the updates that they've done is definitely worth a look versus the Maverick. Anyway, Just my thoughts and 2 cents. This is JMC 6000. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I upload every single Wednesday morning and every single Saturday afternoon with JMC Garage Talk. You want to make sure you tune in to this week's Saturday afternoon as we talk about some of the worst brands and some of the more favored or better brands in the rental car segment that are least and most reliable. It's going to be absolutely an amazing video. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Anyway, this has been JMC 6000. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments about this new Santa Cruz, please hit me up in the comment section. I'd love to answer those. Thank you guys so much.